Joe Flacco has taken some heat off the field this week, but of course what's most important, how he performs on the field. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort, here to talk with me about the Super Bowl from down in New Orleans, our NFL writer Cliff Bown. And Cliff, you're writing on Joe Flacco today. Does he have another great game in him? This guy's been pretty good in the playoffs throughout his career, but never gotten this far. How does Sunday look to you?
Well, I think it looks pretty good for Flacco based on how he's played this postseason. He's been terrific. Obviously, the huge comeback win against Denver, outplayed Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. He has really benefited to me from the Ravens' offensive line protecting him so well during the playoffs, and has allowed Flacco to throw the football down the field. He's one of the most accurate deep ball throwers in the NFL. The Ravens have really been able to do everything they like to do offensively. They've been able to run the football. They've been able to throw it short, intermediate, and deep. And Flacco is just playing, to me, his best football of his career.
Yeah, you mentioned the offensive line. They obviously shook that up a little bit towards the end of the season in Baltimore, and it certainly paid dividends. How important is it for him? What yardage number does he have to get to really to have this be a successful game? And does he need to complete some deep balls for them to win this football game?
I think it'll help the Ravens a lot if Flacco is completing some deep balls. Obviously, that would really open things up underneath for Anquan Bolden, also for Ray Rice coming out of the backfield. But I think what is equally important, or maybe more important, is that when the Ravens are in position to score, they get touchdowns and don't settle for field goals. They were really good with that against the Patriots. Anquan Bolden has been a big part of that during the playoffs for Flacco. He's been one of the guys that Flacco looks to in the red zone, but they've also got a tight end and Dennis Fitter who's playing well. I already mentioned Rice. They've got Torrey Smith as a deep threat. That's another reason why you can tell Flacco is playing well, because it's an equal opportunity offense for all the receivers. He's not favoring just one guy. He's really spreading the ball around nicely.
Now, talk about the mental side of his game, because obviously you go into the Super Bowl, and this is a different animal from anything else. The pressure is there. I'm sure the nerves will be there for most guys, especially those who haven't ever been there before. How does he look to you mentally as he heads into this football game?
Joe Flacco always looks the same, which is one of the things that his teammates love most about him. I talked to a couple of their offensive linemen this week who said that Flacco has never once yelled at them during a football game. He expects you to do your job. If you're not doing your job, he doesn't look at it like, well, I'm going to get on this guy and it's going to make him play better. He never loses his cool. And they love that as teammates. They feel that in big situations, it helps the whole team feed off the quarterback's mentality that if he's even-keeled, then we're even-keeled. And Flacco doesn't take himself too seriously. He was told that his father described him as dull. And his response to that, well, I don't think I'm dull, but I might be close to it. So he's not a guy who's looking to be the big guy, quarterback getting all the attention. He's very comfortable in his own skin, and I expect that to be the same, even though this will be his first Super Bowl.
Yeah, if Dull is winning the Super Bowl, I guess the Baltimore Ravens and their fans will take it. Listen, Cliff, thanks so much for your time. Look forward to catching up with you tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom.